Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. If you want to educate yourself and support me, you can take a look at Patreon, where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra content overall. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the charts next. Starting here on 15-minute time frame, or actually, let's just start with the 15-minute time frame first, looking at the basic levels that we have before getting into the Elliott Wave stuff. So overall, we have a couple of interesting areas. We had the naked point of control of this area here, and we did tap that on Monday evening for my time at least. So this level is off the charts now because again it was tapped here, and we got a really nice structure coming down, probably a 5-way structure, as it was looking kind of decent and impulsive. Yesterday's point of control, naked point of control, is still yet to be tapped. But this is again something to keep in mind as a potential level. 22,747 that I have here, we can see on volume profile is this peak over here. That is again more confluence to it. Previous lows that we had here now is around the value area low. At that time they were not value area lows. Again here we can see that again the value area low shifts as more price data comes in, and as price has been more consolidating on this area, the value area low shifts up, and it looks like we actually tapped it, but we did not. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you know that. We have a daily here around 22,704 and a daily open here at 22,913. So again, those are the current levels. Point of control right where we are at now, around the 22,887, and the value area high 23,110. So those are the ones that I would be tracking intraday, and of course lower time frames you would be looking into the structure inside here. But let's get into the Elliott Wave analysis here. So overall, if we are looking at this whole chart on 1 hour time frame, the overall idea was still that we had either an ABC here, soon to be completing that, or it has already been completed, or that this would be a 1, 2, 3 completed or soon to be completed. Again, the extension is almost at the 2.618, so again we do favor the third wave up in here. Then we would be looking for a wave 4 coming down to most likely this previous consolidation area, and that would be again around the 38 retracement as well here. So but again, we need to be confirming that this structure here is done. But we can still look at this area. 20,657 would be the target, main target for wave 4, if we were to pivot right now and create something like that, or however it's going to be creating that structure. But yeah, we'll look into that next, that smaller time frames. So 15-minute time frame here, we had the bullish idea where we had a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we would have this as a third, fourth, and fifth. I've seen some counts where this was a fifth wave. We would be taking out the previous highs. It would kind of be short in time, but is somewhat comparable to that wave 4 or wave 2. Sorry. The other scenario would be that we would be creating some kind of structure in here, something like that into these lows over here for the potential wave 4. That would be going around almost to the exactly to the 38.2 here, which is still somewhat of an okay look. The issue with these counts, however, is that the structures from here on out we would be seeking for that fifth wave, and this does not really look too impulsive to me. So that is something that we need to be keeping in mind. So this fifth wave definitely could be at these highs. If we are looking at more closely to that end, we would have to have some kind of very ugly structure in here. So either we would have this as a ABC into wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creating a very ugly diagonal into the end here, or even more ugly diagonal into these highs here. Just make sure that wave 3 here is not actually the shortest. Let's see, because that looks kind of weird. It looks like it is probably the smallest, so I don't think we have, we don't have any options other than having actually this as some kind of ABC. This would be wave 2, 3, 4, and 5. again, not really pretty, but this is the only way we could be actually ending the whole count here. So this would be fifth of micro, fifth of sub minuet, third of minuet, or the C wave. And then we would most likely be consolidating here sideways for more than we had here on this substructure, which would be the fourth of sub minuet. So here we would be around the 26th of January, which would be Thursday. At that time, we would be looking for this wave 4 here to be ending, but it looks like I have it already here. But yeah, that would be the idea. So a couple of different objectives here. This definitely looks very decent as a three-way structure overall, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to have a wave 4 something here. But there is a possibility where this is again a three-way structure. We looked at that previously on the videos as well. If we still want to be having this as the wave 4 though, we can still have that and have a bullish count off of it. So let's move these guys out the way. Where this would be a wave 1 and 2. Within that wave 2 we would have expanded flat into that wave A, three-way pullback to B, creating an expanded flat, or on this scenario a running flat here overall for that C wave. C wave would be around the 1-to-1 extension, I think, just beyond the 1-to-1 extension, and not taking out the lows here of wave A. We did have that divergence here, so again this would be a potential long setup here. Then we would have another possible diagonal. That is another way, the only way I can see a 5-way structure over the lows. We did have that divergence here that would be expected on these diagonals as well, and then we would have a wave 2 correction. However, that wave 2 correction has taken out the origin of it on RSI, so I don't really like this scenario. So I'm not going to be betting more on this. I actually took more profits here on the longs already out, because I just don't see how this is going to be going up. Of course, there is a possibility that this is going to do this, which is fine for me, and then we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we would be completing this whole mess, which would be fine for me. I wouldn't mind at all. However, this is very overlapping overall, so that would generally mean that this is some kind of correction. How are we going to be putting this into some kind of correction? Well, I'm not quite sure of that yet either. We could maybe have this as a three-way structure overall, then we would have this again as that ABC, and then we would be looking for another three-way structure, something like this, to create some kind of WXY here, to be given basically a partner leg either from here or here to create this kind of structure. And depending on whether it's going to be taking out these highs or not, or retracing that 90%, we could be having this as more of a flat structure or a expanded flat. And then if it is indeed an expanded flat, we can be actually looking for more towards these higher degree wave 4 targets. And this is the only thing that I keep most realistic at the moment. Let's see if we are, let's get rid of these so we can actually see something. So let's use these pivots and check out the maximum wave B can go, so 1.618. And then this would be the first pivot. And let's see that, say that we go to the expanded P pocket, which would be around here, 1.236. And here, the 2.618 would almost get to the 38.2 here. So we would be looking for some kind of three-way structure all the way up in here to 23.651. And then we would have a potential 5-way structure coming down. That is something that I keep probably the most valuable, or most probable at this moment. But that means again that this wave 4 would have to be over already. I'm not quite sure if that is complete. So again, at this moment, I wouldn't be taking too many trades unless we are seeing this break here, this top break here, and then I could be looking for some kind of swing failure patterns here, or some kind of a structure all the way up to these 1.236 to 1.32 area, and then looking for that short setup either after the wave 1, 2, or however you want to be playing that. But that is the only game plan I got at the moment. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments and click the like button, that helps the channel out. And I still got the free Discord server if you want to be coming back there and share your technical analysis there with the rest of us. Well, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Bye bye.